Speaker recognizes Representative Kuppa.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Today, I rise for the fourth time in support of a House resolution, this time House Resolution 256, to recognize March 22nd as World Water Day in the state of Michigan. For almost 30 years, the United Nations, Michigan, and countries around the world have celebrated this day to bring awareness and celebrate the importance.
Colleagues, if you could give the representative your attention, that would be appreciated. Thank you. Speaker recognizes Representative Kuppa.
To celebrate the importance of water. Over 10 years ago, the United Nations General Assembly adopted the resolution making access to drinking water and sanitation a fundamental human right. Last year, right here in Michigan, the Traverse City Commission unanimously approved a resolution proclaiming water and sanitation as a basic human right, and that water shall remain in the public trust. This term alone, we have introduced 20 resolutions related to water, starting with H.R. 25, introduced by our colleague from the 65th District, a resolution to establish a statewide goal of conserving at least 30% of land and 30% of water in our state by the year 2030 as part of the nationwide 30-30 effort to accelerate conservation efforts. And of course, we have countless policies centered on water, many of which are yet to get a hearing pertaining to water. The theme for this year's World Water Day is groundwater, making the invisible visible. Groundwater may be out of sight, but not out of mind. It is critical to our farms, our families, our ecosystem, and our economy. But contamination of groundwater has occurred in over 10,000 locations in Michigan. While we make an effort to ensure that our groundwater becomes visible in our policies and ramp up our efforts to protect it, we must also acknowledge the organizations, businesses, and individuals that are doing the same. I'm grateful to organizations like For Love of Water, or FLOW, Michigan League of Conservation Voters, Clean Water Action, and so many more who advocate to protect our water. I'm grateful to businesses from across the state, like AquaSite from House District 41, which use technology and mine data to make it easier to ensure that our water is safe and clean. I am grateful to the indigenous people of Michigan, the Anishinaabe, for reminding us that water is sacred, that water is life. And I am grateful to all who have stood their ground and been water warriors, speaking out against shutoffs in Detroit or poisoning the water in Flint. As stewards of the vast natural resources that significantly impact our Michigan identity, we have a duty to ensure that our groundwater, 3,000 plus miles of freshwater coastline, 11,000 inland lakes, and nearly 526,000 jobs in our state directly connected to them are here to stay for generations to come. Every year in the House, I stand up here and ask you to support a resolution for World Water Day. I know what it is like not to have clean, safe drinking water coming out of your tap and what happens when your sacred waters are polluted. We are representatives of the Great Lakes State. I was also going to refer to you as ugly giant bags of mostly water, but I wasn't sure that you would understand the Star Trek reference. It's how the crystal life form describes humans in home soil, episode 18 of season 1 of The Next Generation. Colleagues, I would like you to join me one last time in supporting this resolution in this chamber to declare World Water Day in the state of Michigan. It is on the electronic calendar for co-sponsorship.